guys, Joebizz34 back again. Check this bad boy out, huh? Brandon Lee, the Crow. Enough said, video over. I could stop shooting now. No, but all seriousness, the figure does come with some flaws, and I'm going to get into them. But as you can see, with the right pose and the right lighting, and the cool background that they actually supplied for you, which I showed in the rotation in the beginning and now behind them, it's an excellent buy. It's not terribly expensive. You know, you're not talking mid 200s to almost 300. It's not a DX. But it does come with all the essentials. It comes with his guitar. It comes with his ring that he wears around his neck. It comes with the bird that has its own stand, so you could pose him near him or by him or separately, whatever. And I'm sure there's some that might work it so that you could put the bird actually on his shoulder if you want. But I like the way it is with the stand, because if you can mess around with it, but you can kind of make it look like he's kind of flying towards him, you know, because the stand has its own little clear post there, similar to what they give with Superman or characters that you may want to hover. So with it blends in, and it looks like almost like he really is midair, flying towards his shoulder, which is very cool. Now there are negatives, and I know a lot of them have been pointed out, and I'll explain really quick. Some people don't like the coat, and I'm gonna mess with the camera, but I'm just gonna back away a little more so you can kind of get a full body shot here. I'm gonna see if I can tilt it a little bit. There we go. All right. So briefly, the guitar. Let's start with we'll start with the guitar. The guitar is very detailed, and I'll show it to you in a minute in more detail. It's got strings. Some people said their strings are loose. Mine didn't come loose. As a matter of fact, I bought this from my good friend Matt, which I'll give him a plug shortly, like I always do. You can see his card right there on Unmasked Collectibles. You know, he even said that on the one he had on display in the store, the strings were a little loose, and some people have stated that. I was lucky; I didn't get a string that was loose. But what I did have a problem with that some people said is the ring comes with like this elastic pulling necklace, you know, like the rope that wraps around his head, and it's you have to futz with it a bit. I got it to a point where it's acceptable, and I'm going to put a light on it additionally with my phone so you could see it more clearly. I got it to sit right, but some people have complained that it twists and turns, so you can see it there. Let me focus in too. Since this is a review, I want to... Okay, so you can see the ring, and let me tilt the camera up a little bit. Okay, and I'll put the extra light on it so you can see. So there it is. So I got it, you know, to the point, and Matt looked at it in the store, and he said, you know, it looks like the way, you know, it's the way it's tied. So if you're bold enough, you can retie it and maybe straighten it out, or even change. Some people talked about changing the necklace to like another piece of rope or string, maybe to help it hang a little more naturally. You know, I don't know, but you know, I got it to hang to a point where it's not annoying. It doesn't twist up. But I did have to, if you take it off the head and you flip it around, or you play with it, or you stretch it, you can get it to sit where it's not like twisting and looks a little more natural. So that's one little pet peeve, but again, not enough to make me not like the figure. The second pet peeve that people have talked about is the lining in the coat and the fact that the coat kind of hangs funny. Again, I don't really have a problem with it, neither did Matt in the one he displayed. It does frail a little bit, and you can mess with it to kind of get it to sit more natural. But at the same time, I kind of like the way, and you know, Matt agreed, the way it flares up a little bit, the way it's kind of like, you know, it is sort of damaged a little bit in spots where it's ripped. So, you know, there is a little bit of a battle damage there, and I think that with the coat kind of hanging the way it is, it kind of gives that in action kind of pose, you know, like the wind is kind of blowing through him and he's walking, and, you know, in this pose with his hands up, you know, symbolizing a very religious looking pose there, if you know what I mean. You know, I think it kind of adds to the look if you position him just right, or if you pose him right in a way where I think you can get the coat to kind of work with the pose, you know, to kind of make it look like it's kind of flowing, you know, it's flowing up a bit in the wind as he's walking or whatever. But some people, you know, I hear some people say that they take the lining out of the coat, or they've done stuff to customize the coat and make it sit better. It is light. You know, it does have like a fake kind of feel to it, similar to like the way the DX10 clothing felt on the Terminator. You know, the leather jacket and pants. It's got that same type of feel to it. You know, it's nice, but it is light. But again, I don't really have a problem with it overall. Again, it's not enough to distract me from liking the figure. In this pose, I'm happy with him. Like, to me, right now, I declare this figure top shelf quality. So there you go. If you saw my Godzilla review that I just posted earlier today or yesterday, depending on when I get this video posted up. You'll know that I've introduced that, and yeah, this is top shelf quality to me. With the right pose, the right look, especially the nice background. This came in the box, okay, and it's the infamous glass window, and that he looks through, you know, through the church or whatever, through his apartment, and it adds a nice little display that you can work with it. You know, you can use with it. So I think that's a nice touch. You know, the hands, typical. You know, here's the box. It comes with the, you know, the typical Hot Toys box. There's the extra hands. It comes with closed fists and stuff. Not too many. It comes with an extra set of 2 different hands, 3 in total. He comes with the open hands already on the figure, which I'm fine with because that's the way I wanted his hands to look anyway. Like I said, it comes with the standard Hot Toys stand, which you could see, bend down there and zoom in there. It says, you know, Eric Draven on it. And it comes with his, like I said, his other stand for the bird. All right, now I'll get really close on the face. Now the last nitpick, see if I can get in there. All right, the last pet peeve that people have stated is the color of the mouth, the lips. It's a little on the pink side, and it doesn't match the black makeup that he has like on his eyes. And for people that are a stickler, the movie makeup, you know, was, I guess, darker around the lips and the mouth. I don't know what Hot Toys was going with there. I think what maybe they were trying to do was they might have been trying to mimic the fact that it was, you know, even though he has black makeup on, that maybe the flesh tone or the skin color of the lips are coming through, but they did kind of overdo it a bit. So if I would say if there was anything I'd say was definitely off, is that. However, again, with him pose and the way he looks, not a big deal. I'm going to take a little bit of light off him, maybe get him a little more of a natural, okay? So you can see in there a little better without the light glaring on it as much. See if I can pose in there again. There you go. So, again, the sculpt is great. I love the hair. I think it's just right for the length of the head sculpt, so you could still articulate it and turn it and stuff. And what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to take well, first off here, I'll give Matt his plug. I got it from Unmasked Collectibles. There's his company logo and his card. All right, Unmasked, and let me see if I could zoom in there so you can see his address and stuff. All right, yeah, anybody that see my vids knows already. 89 Main Street, Millburn, New Jersey, 07041-973-232-6730 is his phone number. UnmaskedCollectibles.com. He has a website, so you can order through online if you're not local to the tri-state area. Or if you are in Jersey or New York or close enough, save on some shipping and get a better deal and go pick it up. And that's what I do. And he's got a Facebook there and Twitter.com. Okay, so that's my buddy Matt. Anyway, so let me show you the back of the figure here. I'm gonna turn the figure around without messing with the turntable here. Which again, I want to give a shout out. I said this in my other vid, but in case he doesn't watch it because maybe he's not into Godzilla, I got the turntable idea from Too Many Collectibles, or Too Many Figures. Too Many Figures. That's his name on YouTube. And he's a cool guy, and I watch his stuff, and he watches mine, and we're both subscribed to each other. And I saw that he was using the turntable in one of his vids. I think it was for the NECA Ed 209. And I was like, hey, man, that's really cool. Where do I get one? And he said he bought it at random. He doesn't remember exactly, you know, what brand it was where he got it. But he was going to get, he said he was thinking of upgrading and getting a better one soon. So I went on eBay and I found this one, and it's a typical mirrored one that turns. It's got 2 speeds, slower, which I have it on now, and fast if you really want to spin fast. But for the sake of showing the figure, I'd keep it on slow. And that's it. So yeah, I stole his idea. So I'm sorry, I'm a big copycat. No, but seriously, I told him I was going to do that, and I said it was a cool idea. And you know, when you want to review a video, you know, it's cool to kind of do that and show it so that you can rotate the item you're showing, and people could see it from all angles. So let me shine the light back on here. So there's the guitar. Okay. All right, there's the guitar. Very cool, very detailed, but some people said not completely screen accurate. That it's more from the flashback, I guess, before he was the Crow, and it's not the one that he's actually holding when he is the Crow. But very cool nonetheless. The details, the way the strap connects is just like a real guitar. So awesome nonetheless. Okay, so I'm going to do one last thing here. I'm going to set it up real quick so you guys can get one last good look at it. And then we'll be calling it a day. All right, I'll be right back in 1 sec. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I just wanted to show you him spinning again, but without the display behind him. Again, cool display that looks cool this way or that way. Okay. Oh, my light is gonna fall. Sorry, guys. All right. So, very cool. There's the box cover. Okay, which comes with him walking, Now, the other brief complaint that I know people said, and I also wanted to mention real quick, to be fair, is that some people have stated that he looks a little weird without his jacket on. And that is true, okay? But I still don't, you know, it still doesn't deduct too much from me. I still consider him top shelf. You know, out of 5 stars, I'd say about 4.5, close to 5. The body could be a little better so that maybe he looks a little better if you want to pose him with the coat off. But with the coat on, I think he looks fine. And if you hunch the head forward, you know, he's got a really menacing look. The sculpt is brilliant. And under the right conditions, I think it's perfect. And there's the guitar. And like I said, it's not a perfect figure at all. But is it worthy? Yeah. And I think for the price, you know, it's a typical Hot Toys price. It's not like overly expensive in today's standards. I mean, it probably would be considered too expensive if you were talking 3-4 years ago. But there you go again. Like I said, I just wanted to show him one more time so you could see the back of him well too, with the guitar and the way the guitar can hang. And I mimicked the way Matt had his posed in the store. And apparently the accurate pose is to have the guitar, you know, the handle to be facing down, like away from like that. So that's the way I'm going to keep him. So, you know, with the little quirks, I mean, I worked on the ring thing. The ring is okay. I don't really mind the way the coat, you know, hangs, because I like it kind of as an action pose. And it's got some battle damage to it. I don't care about the thin body because I'm not going to display him with his coat off. So, but it does deter from a perfect score. All right. But overall, there's a lot more good than bad here. There really is. So if you're a fan of Eric Draven or you're a fan of Brandon Lee and the Crow, this is definitely a must-have as far as I'm concerned. All right, guys, that's it for this. I'll be, you know, that's it for this time. I'll be back soon with more stuff. And until next time, peace out, guys.